Happy Valentine's Day. For me, this is year 37. I'm single, no ring, no ring, no ring. I wasn't flipping nobody off. But I'm just letting you know, I got stirred up right. I got stirred up right today. Same mentors I was telling you about, Diana Scott, per- Diana Perkins Scott Horn, Diana Scott Horn, and Stuart Scott Horn. Amazing posts. Like, she's been posting for years. I've been following her since I was in my 20s, about maybe upper 20s. And she's friends with Terry Savelle Foy, who is daughter of Jerry Savelle. So we talking about preacher connections, word of God connections. She hit with the right post because in Class and Dignity, her and Stewart are in great shape, Diana and Stewart. But it's about that opportunistic conditions and timing of God, angelic activity of meeting your mate, the right person. And I was just replying to her. She set the tone of the day because we live in times where people are very negative, toxic, and divisive about it. But I told her, I said, great job, because you're being a light in dark places. You reported, you got your post up before all those type of spirits can report for duty. And just talking with just the guys here on the site, you know, every guy may not be of that prescription, but you got to do what you're supposed to be doing. You got to keep your head up. You got to be becoming. Do the best you can, and timing is gonna happen. Even though there's couples holding hands, like Diana was saying, even though they cheek to cheek and all that right there. As a man, I think we bear it better, but I think the women in my audience who see this video, I think it hurts them the worst because they know they're working on their skin, their hair, and their fitness and their health. And when they happen to be single, maybe recently single or long term single, and they see all that, they can break down and cry. Guys, we get affected, but a lot of times we gear ourselves to improvement. What can I do to be the man? And there's a secular song I like, Houston artist. I forget what he called himself, but literally a song called "How to Be the Man," and it's one of those springtime, summertime, just bangers. Like Travis Hunter say, back with another banger. It's one of those bammers. You know what I'm saying? Not Alabama, but a bammer. Something for the bass, something for the trump. And he go by Jody High Roller. I forget exactly what he called himself, but it's How to Be the Man. But guys often go into that space, but in a way, go into that space, but let God lead. Let God lead. Read the word. Listen to the word. Pay attention to godly couples, couples that have covenant and foundation in God. And that way you can stay cheered up, because I'm starting to realize, like the term depression, sometimes you realize when you're working on something and you got bright side in your life and good things coming, you might have depressive friends, you might have depressive family, and they might they might be digging too deep back into that bag of something they've been delivered from. And it's like a story on the reel they talk about over and over, and you're trying to tell them you can get over it now. You got new friends. You can get over it now. You got people who love you. What happens is sometimes there's a vacuum of you think people owe you. I don't, but sometimes you can notice depression. But the devil can use your friend, your family, somebody like that, the people you follow online, to get you all down and defeated. Get you all defeated. Oh, I'm this soul, it'll never happen. Must be something wrong with me. Why can't I find? There are no good. All the stuff like don't buy it. Don't buy it. Find you some positive outlets today. Don't Women, don't try to champion and rally that there are no good men. All men are dogs. Don't do that. There's good men out here that are willing to start from the bottom, get out the mud, start over again, have a financial plan, have a vision, things of that sort. But most importantly, that have a relationship with God, because you have to believe in that. There are straight heterosexual men that have a relationship with God. You understand what I'm saying? So it can be that thing of you're looking for such the tough guy, such masculine attributes, expressions, tough guy expressions, protector expressions. Every man got that inside of them. Don't you watch the nightly news? There's some men that made some choices they crying about now. They wish they can take them punches back, them kicks back, that weapon upside somebody back. Every man got that in them. So don't listen to people that stir you that way. Listen to people that talk about building on a firm foundation with God, that talk about godly character, that talk about treating treating even the servants right. You know, the busser, the host, the hostess, the cashier, the courtesy clerk, the bagger, the cart pusher, the restaurant cleaner. I've been all of them. The cashier, the janitor, the floor tech, I've been all of them. But it's about the character of the things. Never look down on what you come from. This is something that I'm kind of feeding off of Bishop Daniel Robertson Jr. from Sunday. And that's part of that purpose. Like, it may sound simple, and I may have walked it a little bit from the 20s through now, but there's a part of me that mentor, that coach, but God as a foundation, you know. So I'm developing it. So yes, I'm practicing, I'm delivering, I'm creating. I want you all to have a happy Valentine's Day. I'm choosing to have a happy Valentine's Day. Yes, I may get those calls, those texts, those group texts. I'm crazy, but I started out the right way, and I appreciate my friend, mentor from afar, Diana and Stuart Scott Horn, and just even the guys on the job site. Some guys give you that blunt, direct lesson they learned from loving and losing, or loving and succeeding. Some guys give you, like, mentor of mine from afar, Tony Gaskins, married man that talks about dating. I say qualified because before I delved into the relationship coach who speaks on that, godly relationships, the pastors were saying the same thing. There are legit pastors out here. You got to go search and find who you agree with, who is guiding you on the path of excellence and having you in a life where you're not seeking to compromise. You want to please God, but you know there's rewards in pleasing God in earth as it is in heaven, you know. But for some reason, there's a battalion of people get mad. Say a married person don't know about dating, but they're thinking about it from a very linear, juvenile perspective. Married people go on dates, like Diana and Stewart, like Kenneth and Gloria Copeland, like Jesse and Catherine DePlantis. Rest in peace, Fred and Betty Price. Betty Price is alive, but rest in peace, Fred Price. Happy 90th birthday to Dr. Betty Price. Happy 81st birthday to Gloria Copeland. They share similar birthdays. But married people date. Married people date. So defeat that argument right now. If you really are a believer and if you believe in God and if you believe in godly marriage, happening for you is possible for you. Bury that. Let the married people tell you how to date and how to choose a mate, locate a mate, how to become somebody so that you're attracting a mate, whatever you call it. So happy Valentine's Day. I know I kind of went here, there, but happy Valentine's Day. Be blessed.